let's get into this level now. Let's see. Strength, 2 range, and a double jump. Not bad. Yeah, looks like I'm ready. Oh dear. Don't want to knock down a door now, do we? Well, that's good enough for me. There's always a bit of a adjustment period when I start the game versus when I'm acclimated. The lighting at first is a little strange to look at, I guess. I don't think any monsters are going to jump me from behind, but I'll still close the doors just to be thorough. Multiple rooms of nothing is a little strange. If this keeps going for much longer, I'm going to suspect that I have a insanely large item. And since I don't have Feather Drone in this playthrough, that's not... Oh gosh, I'm gonna have something miserable, aren't I? And it's Loom. Loom killed me in this level last time. I believe I went over all that. Alright, we're finding stuff over here. Yep, I saw open doors on the map and assumed that Loom couldn't be too far. This should work. I don't know what Loom is up to, but Loom is trying something on me. Yeah, more empty items. Yeah, there's definitely going to be like 2 griffins back to back that I'm going to struggle to move because I only have 3 strength. The finger would be way better than the griffin, but when do we get that lucky? Still, this is not a common occurrence. I've found a collective 2 items across several rooms now. Oh, I've been remarked by the Loom. The Loom normally waits a little while. We're just getting right into the murder, huh? I guess that's Loom. No, Spewer. I already know the room I have that's Loom free. Alright, that should cover me for Loom. No. I think Loom is on the other side of this wall. Probably because Loom can't path and figure out a way to reach me. I imagine the AI is something like Loom keeps trying to get closer to me. And she drops the attack if she can't get closer anymore. Yeah, it is my preference to find more stuff than to not find more stuff. I could make one attempt at jumping up there. Yeah, it never works. Using the cauldron's like playing a gacha with rigged odds. It is always a scam. Yep, there's one of the items. This isn't a terrible room for Loom, because you can loop around Loom. Like, that's part of why I grabbed the double jump, so that I can scale a little higher. But as you can see, it's nothing magic. Maybe I can reach it with my double jump paired with my range. 2 range. But seriously, there's almost nothing in this level. I know that skull is part of the reason. I think we're on level 3. Like, yeah, 46,000. It's funny how the love potion doesn't work in single player, because single player doesn't have chat. I'm trying to figure out how do I get higher up. Yeah, I couldn't fit anywhere in there. Oh well. I think I just need triple jump, and I don't have triple jump, so we just don't get up there. Probably nothing in here. I just want to confirm. Yeah, absolutely nothing in yet another room. We have 9,400. And then of course this will be the next extraction point, which we can at least mark on the map. But yeah, that one skull's 46,000. And then the collective rest of the items I've found, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 other items, 6 counting the other little orb. But yeah, if you get one giant item and you're level 2 or 3 and it's the whole level. Great. Oh, even better. I was saying great before I thought it would reach me. Yeah, I was really hoping I wouldn't have to wait this out. Oh, terrific. Alright. Alright, at least we killed Bowtie. Isn't that where I escaped from you earlier? Yeah, I think it is. And I can't do anything because Spewer is making me unable to do much. Oh, please don't aggro on me. I'm just trying to move the cart. Oh, great. And now Loom can one-shot me. I feel like it's the goal of the lower tier enemies just to hit you light enough. Yeah, you hear this? Loom is trying to hit me through the wall. And I wouldn't be normally as worried, but I have less than 100 health now. Even... It should not hit me, but a bug could make it happen. Look at how Trudge can hit through walls when he's determined. Yeah, I think Loom was standing there trying to hit me. Oh, can you not? Oh wait, I found a cauldron. You're gonna break free, but now... Okay, freaking left at least. And now Loom is back again. Look, I just want to play the level, but Loom keeps remarking me and giving me no time to exist. There's Loom. Even though I've repeatedly demonstrated I can escape, Loom does not care. Yeah, Loom is right there on the other side of the wall. And you see Loom is trying to cheat and hit me through the wall. It's interesting that Loom didn't try this earlier. The biggest concern to me is what if Loom finds a way to succeed? Like, what if I was closer to that corner? Would Loom actually hit me? Yeah, something's wrong with Loom's AI. This is not normal. Loom is very broken right now. What do you do if this happens? Loom thinks that there's a path from that wall to this room. So is it a procedural generation issue where it's not being flagged properly in the code? And Loom is really trying to reach me through this wall. There we go. Yeah, Loom must have been right there. Though I think this level is kind of a bad level regardless. Let me empty my cart and I'll explain why I think that. Now, I'm not saying Swift Room is bad, by the way. Just this particular level. Let's see, I gotta get one thing out. The reason I think this particular level is kind of a bad level is because pretty much the whole value of the map is placed into one single item. And it's an item that a player who has reached level 3 might not be able to reasonably pick up. Like, what are the odds someone has 3 strength even? And I guess a luckier player would have 4 strength with a double perfect shop, but I'm not super fond of one item having the whole level if it's not something that has a strength of, or a strength requirement of 0. If it has a strength requirement of 0, fine. But yeah, that thing definitely gave me resistance, and I have a strength of 3. It could be worse though, it could have a strength requirement of 5. In which case it would just be physically impossible for me to pick up. I'm going to get very mad if Loom decides to mark me for a, what, 5th time? But yeah, 57,000, not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, it simplifies the level to not have to grab too many items. But that's where the nice parts of this end. I can only move this because I was fortunate on strength. There's a reason I would often scrap runs if I didn't have enough strength. It's because if you have 0 strength by this point, this is kind of just a soft luck. Well, that's why you can also get things like Feather Drone to substitute your low strength, but that only works if you find Feather Drone. At least we killed Bowtie. One less annoyance to be wandering around. I heard doors open. I could only assume it was Spewer. Well, let's just get this in and start moving. Shoot, I went the wrong way. That's not gonna help my run. Oh, great. Oh, great. Just what I needed. don't know where Loom's coming from. But yeah, I need to go to that way. The AI should go behind me since the game thinks that's the closest route to me. And now we run. About time. Please don't do it again. But still, we managed to clear that potential run ender pretty well. It's a good thing that Loom wasn't able to reach further through the walls or something. That isn't the first time I've seen Loom's AI just completely break and her basically threw a tantrum. Dang. We got the same thing we got last time, where the level 3 shop doesn't have strength, so we can't hit 4 strength by level 4. It's unfortunate, but this is pretty standard. Honestly, it's abnormal to have this much strength. Strength's one of the rarest upgrades in my experience. At least a sword will allow us to fight some things. Any cheap crystals? They should be 8k if they're cheap. I don't think this thing does anything if you're holding on to it. Which is a pity. So I've grabbed a weapon, 2 crystals to pair. Maybe I should grab another health? Maybe. Let's see. 3 stamina upgrades would allow me 30 extra stamina. That does sound like a bit of a plus. And the door is right there. Another grenade. And then I can grab one more health and map player count to get it out of the game. So now we have one less garbage upgrade in the pool. 140 health. $30 extra stamina. How long can I run now? Not bad at all. We can keep it going for a while. And I'm really hoping the extra 20 ensures that I stay above the one-shot range for monsters. Because now that, what, 25 I took last run isn't something that would put me under the threshold now. Since I wasn't able to get feather or strength, it does mean I could be devastated by one really big item. Here we go. Oh dear, it's a phone. Fine, I'll put it in the cart. And then a fan. Oh, it's just you. I don't know if I've seen anything that I can kill you with. Wait, you're not going for me? Okay, no, this is gonna get too annoying. Into the extraction. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is the regular grenade. It's unfortunate, but I can say it's worth it to not have to deal with the duck. Because that duck makes it my problem. Anyway, carrying on. Now that the duck is out of the level, we have some pills. The flamethrower. A few items here. Close the door. Yep, the phone is ringing. Great, another phone. The phones really bother me, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen other players bothered by them as well, so I know it's not just a me thing. Like, I've seen them bother other players to the point where they'll just take them out of the cart. And oh dear. Oh dear. I might have miscalculated. Okay. I wasn't getting quite the amount of hits I was expecting. Thankfully, I had space to back up. If I didn't have space to back up, that could have been bad. But at least we have a proper weapon. It's not the most deadly of weapons, but it gets the job done. We have 3 extractions. I am running out of space for items. Oh, it almost decided to be destroyed. I guess we can try to fit this as our last item. Yeah, you see yet why the phones bother me? Oh, both of them. And you saw that? I even picked up the other one. And despite the fact that I had picked it up, it still managed to fall with momentum. That's just kind of how the game is. Yeah, I had to drag it all back because for whatever reason it decided to fit until it didn't. It's fine, we only lost about 3,000 from that. Almost there. And then I can get these things out of the level. Well, except for one little issue. One more thing I need. I do hope our tier 2 doesn't show up to bother me. Was that upscream or animal? And it's in the way of the... Oh, you're gonna play this game, aren't you? Are you trying to leave the room? You're not allowed to leave the room. You have to finish your whole attack before you can leave the room. I'm starting to think Animal doesn't know their own AI. Actually trying to escape the room. I appreciate it when an item can take a few bumps and lose almost nothing. And then around. And then in here we go. Get these phones out of here. Yeah, I'm not super fond of humans. They aren't the best grenade. But it's better than nothing. I do have stronger grenades in the truck, the duct tape. But I'm kind of running these in case I just need to grenade, not to kill. Because one of these is 2 sword hits. There we go. And then... well, I guess I know what that side room is. Wow, you're just... That was easier than I was expecting, admittedly. I didn't think a sword hit would stun. Because the sword doesn't stun, to my knowledge. But it could just be that the Apex Predator has different rules. As long as it's not a phone. Alright. Not the most pleasant sign to see Apex back. Because I killed Apex before anyone else. And if Apex is back, well, there's a reasonable interpretation that anyone else could also be back soon. Well, not Animal at least. Animal I killed a very long time ago. Or very recently, rather. But I wouldn't assume we're robe free for long. Yeah, the Swift Broom map I played on was funny because the amount of rooms in the level did not match the amount of items in the level. I think there were more rooms than items. These items here are annoying. They take up a lot of space and they aren't worth a lot of money. We'll come back for them. I just need to see what I am dealing with. Here, I'll grab this one. One more room and then we hit an extraction. Terrific. That is going to be most of our we need to get something in thing. Best part, the tree there hit on... It hit the, what is it, bottom of its container? Meaning... I don't know about you, I feel like different parts of certain items should have different durability. I think if you hit something glass on the part that isn't glass, that logically it should not be as damaged. It shouldn't be treated like you just hit glass. I do need to hold a little bit of my stamina in. All the doors are shut. Very nice. Oh dear. Well, I was at least aware that Robe could respawn, though I was not expecting Robe to respawn in that fashion. All that shutting of doors for Robe to do that. We'll put this here. Then we'll bring the cart this time. We have an orb to grab and a... There. We should be pretty much robe free for a while. So I'm not worried too much on that front. Next to respawn would be Animal, who definitely would be annoying to deal with right now, but that's about it. Annoying. There we go, we have the cart ready. And now for this thing, which it seems that I can at least move. Let's move it here so that now I can lean it down. Or so I thought. It appears the now we slide it on in. Now we stand it up. And now I think we can just... Wait, maybe I can push it in with the cart. A little to the left. And then set it down. There we go. Yeah, can I push it in with the cart? I've seen that this usually works pretty well and doesn't knock it down or anything. Yeah, that works better than anything else. Now we can close these behind us. And now that we're on a map with 3 extractions, we are actually free to just go to the one closer to spawn for the last one we do. And then... Right now I'm still closing doors just so I can be absolutely sure where anomalies are. Or in this case, I suppose, aren't. Yeah, 48,000. And now we do what we call getting the heck out of here. Yep, I see where Robe spawned. Oh, apparently the whole pack. Hopefully if I don't look at them, they won't look at me. We run. We run. Darn it, Animal, why did you have to spot me earlier? At least Robe is behind me. So if I can just clear this threshold, we're good. There we go. All right. 2 more strength, so we'll be going into level 5 with 5 strength, and not at all bad. And a second weapon. I am not complaining. This might be a bit of a loadout. Wait, how'd the gun fall out? I thought I set it down. I don't super want to spend 30k on a drone. But, well, sometimes you just need to, I guess. We'll get a 25 heal. Like, I shouldn't need it once I get to a certain point. Two, 3. 2 extra strength. And now I should be set up to fight a lot. I'm not actually sure how much I need 0 gravity now that I have 5 strength, but I know there are items that are difficult to move with less than 8 strength. So this is a matter where I'll just assume the worst. Oh, it's this room. I was trying to figure out what I was looking at because I didn't recognize this room. But it's the pit room. No reason to look any further at the pit room. As you can see, the maps start to get pretty large. If we can just beat this level, I'll be happy with my level of progress. For pretty much the whole run, to be honest. But let's try to see how far we can get. Are you in the pot there? Oh, that is definitely buggy. I like little details, like the clown being in the pot. But that was definitely pretty buggy. In a room like this, I might be very fortunate to have double jump. Was I able to get up here with 1 jump? Well, now I gotta see if that was 1 jump or 2. Whoops. Yeah, I need 2. And then hopefully there isn't too much. I had 1 encounter at this room where there was just tens of thousands up here. And I'm hoping that doesn't repeat. Okay, I'm just seeing the 1 item up here. And if it's just 1, I can bring it down. This should be an extraction here. Let's just confirm. Oh, No, I don't think it is an extraction. Whoops. Not only do I damage the ring, but I didn't get the door open either. Another ring. Two. Oh, radio. I had missed this. It was behind the door. Which, I know I should be opening doors differently, but I don't generally care enough to change how I open my doors. I've covered a good chunk of the level already, and I haven't found a whole lot. Well, that's something. We still haven't found another extraction yet. Oh dear. We might have an angry child running on over soon. There he is. Oh, you popped your own balloon. I don't know why you would do that. That doesn't seem very smart. I thought you liked your balloons. Yeah, you lost a lot of your aggression. You realized that you couldn't really do anything about me. And again, we must pull it in. But yeah, we cleared most of the map and found almost nothing. Not the most ideal of signs. Yeah, that's fine. Let's let you fall out. Put the radio down. I'm fully expecting there to be another level where a big item's taking up most of the budget. It's unfortunate I don't have something as, say, nice as Indestructible Drone. Indestructible Drone would be my preference for situations like this. In you go. And now up ahead we have the pit room, right? Or I thought we did. Seems I was mistaken. Little bathroom here if we need to kill an apex. Wonder if Birthday Boy opened up all of these, or if there's another one around here. I'd assume there's another. This one definitely is an extraction. Okay, at least we have that marked now. That's probably going to be the one we want to end level on. We have a couple dead ends on this corner of the map, which I suppose makes logistical sense for there to be dead ends on a corner. That's kind of how a corner works. A gramophone and a TV. I can leave them here for now, since this extraction is right here. And that's more like what I was looking for. 21,000 though, it doesn't explain the whole absence that I've found. We'll go ahead and close that door for now. There's definitely more in the level. Starting to think whatever other monsters we had despawned. But in the later levels, they don't despawn for very long. At least I don't think they do. Maybe they can despawn for a while. Since I think despawning is... Oh, that's Clown. I guess I can kill you. Might as well harvest an orb. Another extraction? Indeed. This is the last room of the map, so it has to have the other big items that we haven't found yet. Okay, don't get me wrong. A radio is part of what we're missing. A TV is too. It's just not adding up yet. I can definitely throw these things into the cart. But I need a little more than all this. I'm actually expecting about 100,000 in this level. So if I'm not finding about 100,000, you can understand why I'm skeptical. Yeah, that's not going to fit, and I know that. Or rather, that I think I can make it fit, but let's see. There, that fits. Empty. Empty. Yeah, I'm more just perplexed at this point. I have 30,000 now. I can take it to extraction. But like, this is not a whole level worth of items. Ooh, a ring. Oh. This makes me feel a little better. Oh wait, you're hidden. I can just... No, you don't. I was gonna shoot them and then I remembered they're hidden. I can just pick them up. This ain't gonna hold. There should be... yeah, I'll put it here. And onwards we go. It was gonna shatter if I left it in the cart, so it doesn't make a huge difference. Still, part of this is from me having orbs in the cart, which only raises my concern for what I'm missing in the level. But getting 30,000 out of what I have to deal with isn't a bad thing. It does reduce what I have to worry about. Here, I want to empty the cart. There we go. Let's see what we can do about the items in here. The gramophone can be lifted and thrown in. Great. Well, for better or worse, I'm over here now. Thank goodness for double jump. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked up the Hidden's orb. A little plate I somehow missed. A plate that's in very precariously. Very precariously. Right, the music box. I only have 11,000 in my cart, so we can at least empty it. You almost think that one of these paintings has to be the missing item. Since it is an item, and boy is it everywhere. So we have 8,600 in extraction, another 7,000 in the cart. We'll do another round, just looking around. See if I somehow missed something incredibly obvious. A lot of these rooms I found nothing in. Is that a rugrat? It is. I wouldn't make a statue of Rugrat, but this isn't my mansion. Yeah, every item I find can lower how concerned I am about the lack of items. Unfortunately, there just isn't. Like, I can harvest you at least. Maybe here? But all of it just feels a little lacking, you know? But I guess if this is it. It's just what I've found in the piano. Yeah, alright. I guess I'll just cash this in and move on. Almost makes me wish I had the valuable tracker right now so I could validate the fact that I am certain there's another item that I'm missing. Yeah, it's not even a full-sized bag. It's just at a certain point, if you're going around the whole level and you can't find an item, you just gotta move on. As much as I'd rather not. I'll check up here one more time. What probably happened, there's probably a spot that items can spawn that I'm not aware of. And I'm essentially missing something, but I don't know where to look. That's my theory on what's happening. Oh shoot, I was standing in the fire. And here I thought Clown was grazing me. Well, at least Clown's dead now. And if Clown's dead, I don't have to worry about them appearing to murder me. Yeah, Indestructible would have been better purchase, but it wasn't there. Now we set it down gently. Yeah, there are definitely rooms that you don't really want to find items like piano. Okay, I wasn't sure if I could press it. And I've now confirmed that I can. What, do I go around just to adjust it from the other side? What a pain. Now I need to bring your orb back. But looking where hidden was, it was probably gonna run right through the piano and trash most of my money. At least I've killed all three of them, with the next one to respawn being Birthday Boy. There, I fully sprinted back. I'll even close the door. And now... Well, honestly, it looks even worse moving the piano from this side. But you know what? I managed it. Yeah, I think the zero gravity would just make this worse to move. Yeah, Indestructible would be such a valuable tool right now, but Indestructible is not something I have access to, so I need to just move on. So I need to turn it once or twice more. First we need to get it more into this room. Maybe... oh dear. That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's gonna make it more difficult to get it through the stairs, not easier. Please get set down. Rotate. Do you know how nerve-wracking this is? At this point, it's not even a matter of having the strength. It's a matter of having the time and skill to move it. And since I haven't damaged it yet, I guess I at least have the skill. But jeez. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get this in here. Oh, that is not in at all. There we go. Had to really move it out of there. No, not on me, on the piano. Well, we got it in, made almost 100,000, I guess. Holy, you're right there. Yep, just knock you back on your butt. Gosh, it's nerve-wracking, but I did it somehow. I have the Deadhead upgrade there along with the map in my usage, so we're down 2 useless upgrades. Another double strength. Gosh, it's gonna burn through my money, but I cannot resist getting this. Sure, another grenade purchase. Decisions, decisions. One purchase at a time, I think. 2 extra strength will improve where I'm standing a little. You know what? Sure. Triple speed. Did it fall out? It did fall out. Then I want 1 upgrade to filter from the pool. 2 10k crystals. So that I don't freaking run out. I don't think there's anything among the upgrades I was gonna get. Yeah, now I'll just get this. And then I'll throw in a useless grenade. And now we head into the last intermission before the difficulty starts cranking up. 2 strength. Nice, now we can pick up bow tie. 1, 2, 3. So, the plus side of triple speed, it makes you move faster. Can you spot the downside of triple speed? Other than the fact it makes me move faster, it also makes your stamina consumption go up. Of course, the way I see it, that probably means I don't need to run as long to escape enemies, so it's a fair enough trade-off, especially since as long as I can get away from enemies, they can't kill me in the first place. Yeah, I always know to not run through doors this late into the game. A little pit there. Oh dear, didn't mean to break that. Loom has already marked me, terrific. Well, I think I have the resources to kill Loom now. I don't think I really had the resources before. Gosh, Loom's gonna open all the doors though. We're on level 6, so there's gonna be 2 deadly threats wandering around. Loom and 1 other. And then 4 less deadly monsters. Though from what I've heard, Hidden is, once you get to a certain point in the game, the most deadly monster. Just because of its sheer ability to, I guess, pick you up and throw you into a pit. Right now, Hidden isn't a very big deal for me because I have the ability to move them. Have you finally found me, Loom? No, darn it, Loom. Move more predictably. Oh dear. It's a good thing Loom managed to find her way into the pit, huh? 4 extractions. 56,000. Yeah, it's a good thing it only took 2 shots to eliminate Loom. But I'm very happy about this run. Well, it's not as far as I've gotten. I think so far it's showcased how I feel like I've improved at the game. An extraction, really close to spawn. Marvelous. That's actually exactly what I want to see. An extraction this close should mean that as long as we clear the rest of it, we can just leave. Making me really go across, huh? I know that Cauldron is set up in a way to go, hey, it's safe. I don't trust that Cauldron. I am very happy I killed Loom so early on. Yeah, still no indestructible. Having 7 strength going into level 6 is very above average. Shoot. Multiple items that take up large amounts of space. Not exactly what I want to come across. I guess it just means it's time to return and empty out our cart. I can't tell if strength affects the strong mode in the cart. I know it does for the weak mode. Because the weak mode is where you can like pick up the cart and everything. Well, with strong grasp, you can't. But it's funny, because if the cart is like falling into a pit or something... Okay. The goblin head is never worth more than the bottle. That's upscream, isn't it? Oh no, it's Elsa. Oh, you still need more? You need so many. Really? You still need... I'm about to try killing you. I think the monsters are bugging in this run. Elsa, from all I understand, doesn't need 20 different pets. But boy was Elsa demanding 20 there. One of these days I'm going to call Upscream Updog. There we go. Close the door. A few more items in here. But yeah, I think it'd be in my best interest to take out some of this stuff. Oh shoot. Yeah, that door was trying to make my cart fall into the abyss. which, as you can see, it was an easy fix. But the one biggest plus to raising your strength and range is the ability at a certain point to be able to save your cart if you ever drop it in a bottomless pit. I've had a lot of moments where I was able to grasp onto it before it was lost and I just didn't have the strength. There we go. One, two. We can even take this out. And while that was thousands worth of stuff, most of it was just an orb. Ah, Gambit. Goodbye, Gambit. Shoot, I think I missed my opportunity. Indeed. I feel bad for Gambit. Gambit's a cool enemy. Unfortunately, if you're at full health, it's not really a ideal Gambit. Another one down. And another. Right, there's a goblin head beneath me. I'll grab it later. When I feel like I don't mind having one of the worst items in the game. Again, some items are bad because they're fragile. And I don't mean bad as in poor game design, I just mean annoying. The phone is annoying because it's noisy. The goblin head's annoying because it's a garbage item barely worth anything, and it takes up more space than some items worth thousands. Here we go. So we killed Gambit, Tick, the Skulls, and Loom. The Loom was a little while ago at this point. We also know Elsa's in the level, so I think the only unknown is the other tier 3. We have 4 extractions. At least our cart's starting to shape up more like a first extraction I'd be willing to do. Okay, this cube would be able to push me into a good extraction. Just counting that bottle, I'll have almost 40,000. I do just want to check out the rooms over here. Shoot, I didn't want to run into you in the slightest. Time to move on. So that I don't have to see good old cleanup crew. Could I kill cleanup crew? Yes. Is it worth killing cleanup crew? Goodness, no. When did I damage this? But, yeah, essentially of cleanup crew, it has the... Let's see. Elsa has 600 health. Trudge and Loom have 500. And then in third place, cleanup crew is 350. Which, while it's a decent drop from Trudge and Loom, you probably noticed with Loom, when I finally killed them for the first time in the run, all I did was push them into a pit. This is because 500 damage is possible, but consumes so many of your crystals that I actively try to avoid killing enemies with 500. Alright, 40,000's a pretty good first extraction. It's almost enough to cover the absolute minimum quota of the level. Good timing. Loom just respawned. Meaning, now all the enemies I killed earlier will slowly respawn. Yeah, we're on an hour and a half. And I gotta edit back the start. I would love to just leave the recording paused, but for some reason, I've had an issue where if I try to leave my computer inactive, the recording software and the thing paused, it causes a bunch of little issues. I don't fully understand it, but I just have to work around it. Oh, I hear a loom. Oh wait, that's a pit room, right? Well, I'll bounce once more, right? Oh, never mind, it landed. But yeah, a one-shot on an enemy like Loom is very much acceptable to me. Alright, cleanup crew is most likely gone now. Oh, one of you. Yep, this is an extraction. I'm gonna be so sad if I reach level 10. Just because that means I can't do what I've been doing with a lot of monsters, where essentially picking up monsters now takes a new resource they add starting at level 10. And then, to make matters worse, starting at level 10, pits don't one-shot enemies anymore. I think enemies like Loom and Trudge have to fall in a pit. It's multiple? Yeah, definitely multiple times. I just don't know how many. But I've seen Trudge, I think, die after falling in the pit thrice. I'm just not sure if the prior damage is what helped kill Trudge in that case. I don't actually know how much the pit does. I think the pit does, at level 10, at least 150, but obviously more than 250. But that's not a very solid metric. Oh, the mushroom I can probably leave in the cart. Okay, now I've at least swept these side rooms. Now let's move back over here. A lot of miscellaneous pits. Oh dear. Yeah, we're really fast. Unfortunately, I don't have crouch rest yet. I've been waiting for a good time to get crouch rest. It's kind of like how I waited until I could get 3 speed to get speed. I don't like getting these upgrades unless I can get them in a batch, since if you get them all at the same time, they're in the same price range. If you get them one at a time, they're more pricey. I'll leave the box alone for the time being. I'm completely fine if enemies go to that part of the level. Yeah, I just don't very much want to grab that box. As you could probably see, it takes up the whole cart. Though honestly, I like the box more than the goblin. It's worth more than the goblin, which helps. I don't entirely know where he saw me from. So I'm just gonna run up here and hopefully I'm out of his vision. But yeah, if possible, I'd rather avoid killing cleanup crew. I'll quickly check over here, but it's not looking like there are any items. A griffin? I think I might see the wand. Which one of these is our other extraction? Oh, a little item in here. I can grab that. It's not really any trouble. This game definitely shines more in multiplayer. No, that item has an... or that room has an item in it. This must be the extraction. Indeed. I think the route I'm going to take on this extraction is shaping up. I'll fill the cart up with these items, and then get the box, put the box in, and then turn around for the wand. The griffin is going to be another extraction for sure. Oh, if it leaves me alone, I don't care. I don't need to kill it if it's not pursuing me. Oh. I don't know how I missed Right, cleanup crew was in here earlier. That's probably how I missed it. I'll have time for the goblin head later. What am I hearing? Gambit. 1, 2, and 3. This would put me over. Can I fit you in? If I can fit you in, I might be able to fit the goblin in. Not particularly. Though it looks like I can afford it in my budget since that'd bring me to 14,300. Come on, just fall in. There. Now I don't have to worry about the goblin. There goes the love potion. Or was that the little orb? I think that was Gambit. Did I break another Gambit? It's this dang box. Great. Please lose interest. It's gonna blow up the cart, isn't it? Thank goodness it didn't blow up the cart. Now this is far from ideal. Thankfully he didn't strike the cart in anger or anything. The box is the main problem here. And despite everything, I still like the box more than the goblin. Right. I thought I positioned it correctly, but you always double check. I haven't killed Loom in a... yeah. It spotted me. Let's get our back to a wall, why don't we? There's Loom. You know what? Let's go around here, I think it was. Here we go. Jump up on a box even to maximize Loom can't grab me potential. Really? If I jump up on the box, you try to go up there so you can reach me through the ceiling? Loom, what are you doing? Okay, let's try to kill you. Just a little lunge forward. No pits in this room. I remember a round where the players were trying to weaponize this wand to kill a single tier 3. It was probably Clown. And they destroyed the whole item and didn't even kill it. I think part of it's because this item doesn't actually deal all that much damage. Whoops. But also, even if they had succeeded, this item's worth more than whatever orb you would have gotten. Another 59,000. I'm sure if I didn't damage any of those, it would have been 60. Well, if I can get a couple more strength, I can expand to it and pick up. I think Gambit's one of the 9 strength ones. It's strange that there's only one enemy that's picked up of 7 strength, and it isn't the gambling enemy. We're already almost done. Set it on down. Move the cart into place. Okay. I admit that one was unexpected. Is it because the cart was blocking Loom? And the AI thought that I was out of bounds for her? Yeah, the cart's right here. I just need to lower it. Not a very good fit, I'll admit. But we're not bringing it far, and the next room's pretty open. I will move this a little closer. Loom, look. I'm trying to do something here, and you are not making it easy. Loom's probably around here. This direction. Do I hear the tick, or is that Elsa? It's the tick. Not sure what the tick is doing, but I won't worry about it. Great. I haven't seen Loom show up yet. Guess I spoke too soon. I really want to murder you. But I think you're just not worth it. As long as I don't let you grab me, you can't deal the 100 damage you seek. But I'm pretty sure it's in. Yeah, this looks in to me. That's just 82,000. Of course, the game needs to take off a portion. I'm really liking this run. Oh dear. What are you... Are you trying to pull an apex predator? It looked like it was trying to jump in front of my grasp, except it doesn't have the same AI. So it can't really do it as well as Apex. I thought I heard the skulls, but I must be imagining it. And then here is the last extraction of the level. I wouldn't be shocked if Loom tries to interrupt me. Here, I'll just put it in. Very nice. So this will put me well over 100,000. Not quite how I anticipated that going. Right. And just like that, another grand escape. $139,000. Another 2 strength. And 2 more strength would give me enough to pick up enemies that weigh 9. So I definitely cannot resist that offer. Another triple stamina. Can you get triple crouch rest, or is the best crouch rest double? Let me check. I don't have that memorized. Crouch rest does cap at 3. However, I might want crouch rest. Yeah, what the heck. I'll grab 14,000 worth. And now that's enough of not getting crystals. Let's get some crystals. Then a 14,000 crystal. Then a bad grenade. There was another filter upgrade, right? Oh, there is. Can I afford it? I could get 8,000 more, which would put me just short of it. So I guess not. Alright, I'm gonna pause for a moment, then we'll get back to the run. This run's getting so long, I'm almost wondering if it'd be better for me not to merge, because I'm looking at this and going, holy heck. But I can't resist it, we have to keep going. Alright, what are we dealing with? 2 more strength? That's right, I'm gonna go to 9 strength. 100 stamina. And then 2 crouch rest. And it's not gonna make a crazy difference if we just run around for a moment. But if you see my crouch, I now just gain stamina a little faster. A little more. There we go. Okay, I think we are ready to get in the next level. Level 7 if I've been counting correctly. Still no indestructible drone, which isn't my favorite term for being here. Right away getting the small pit room, the spiral staircase pit. I'm so used to doing it, I don't know how you can't do it. Four 15,000s. So that's 60,000 is our absolute minimum quota. Obviously there'll be more than 60,000 in the level. But we already have 11,000 here. But I guess I should strive to try to get close to 60,000 for the first extraction. I won't, but if you can get a large part of the quota first extraction, always a big plus. Yeah, I dare say we have overwhelming strength. I don't know if I've ever gotten 9 strength. Unfortunate. Looks like a dead end's to our right, but I haven't gone up these stairs yet. I'm really hoping there's nothing up these so I can just... Oh dear, my cart. I need to absolute minimum bring the cart over to the one side room that you can come across here. Anything up here? Thankfully, no. But there's sometimes an item over here. Pretty sure I can drop a cart down there. I wouldn't dare jump down there myself. I don't know if fall damage accelerates or anything. I think I've had Upscream kill me in here. And Hidden too. Here we go, grab the camera. Right, I am relatively certain that I can drop the cart there. If I cannot, I'm going to find out. I haven't done a no-cart round of the game in quite a while, so, you know, if the cart was lost, that could be a fun challenge, but it seems I was right. We did waste a lot of our time here. But that's one of the reasons why I don't like that particular room. It's a massive time waster. Got a little ocarina. As long as we have the time to get it, that is. How much is the vase here? If I take one item off, I can store it. All this ambience. I've wondered before... Well, this is awkward, isn't it? I've wondered before if any of the ambient sounds or music correspond to when the idle phase of the round ends, but I just haven't been able to come up with a conclusive answer on it. Now I can put you on top of the rhino. This would take up less space if I were to stand it up. Oh, well, not on the magnifying glass. Yeah, I know if I put you on the glass, you're going to fall. That's why I'm trying to move you. Anyway, just a gnome, so killing it was relatively simple. Not everything else is going to be as simple. At least we know by now that we don't have Loom. After all, Loom loves to announce herself. She really just can't help it. It's so rare to get two of the same tier 3. It's just because all the lower tier ones have a 5%, but tier 3 don't have that 5% to have multiple appear in one round. And while they can double up, you'd have to be a minimum in level 6 and then roll the same one twice. So again, not impossible by any means, but not the most likely scenario. I think I've only seen double cleanup crew and double loom out of the double ups for tier 3. Couldn't imagine double huntsman. Somehow I don't think I'd be fortunate enough for the huntsmen to shoot each other. Even though huntsman's kind of loud. Wonder if he noticed how loud he is. So if I want to jump up here, I need to go here, double jump, fall down, that's part of it. Go over here, hop across, nothing, a gramophone. And it goes. Another single gnome. Oh, a pair of gnomes. Is this a pit room? No. Once I saw the room on the map, I knew what room it was. Some rooms are more memorable than others. Mostly because they have those traits. Of course, you have certain rooms that can't appear until the game is set to what I guess you would call hard mode. Rooms like this don't appear until hard mode, so you won't get them in the first 3 levels. I don't know when hard mode for rooms happens. My theory is that there's a small... you don't. Don't you dare run away. Problem is, animal is then monster very prone to running away. Like, do you see this? Not only do they run away, even though I have 9 strength, and they're a 4 strength monster, they're still a pain to pick up. I think part of it's their size, and part of it's just because animal can be annoying. I like the other animal more. Well, we have 30,000 now. I'm not very content with just 30,000. Got a little urn here. Why don't we grab that urn? There we go. The harp was what I was not specifically looking for, but it's the type of item I was searching for. To put it simply, one extraction of 30,000 at this stage is kind of eh, but the harp can push it into 50,000. So now we just need to get the cart back so that... Shoot. I'm definitely out of range for Trudge. That's about all I can be certain of. I guess I could kill Trudge if I get him near the pit. No, he's still tracking me. Looks like he's still tracking me. Oh, he definitely is still tracking me. That works, though. Oh, something else. Oh, Spewer. I did forget about Spewer, to be honest. The Trudge is just kind of more imposing. But at least Trudge and Spewer are out for a bit. Spewer is a mild inconvenience, while Trudge can actually be a problem. As long as you respect the Trudge, it's not really a problem, but it's very easy to make the mistake of not respecting the Trudge. Oh, great. Oh, wait, I have 9 strength. Well, Reaper and Trudge. As long as my stamina isn't lacking, Reaper is never an unpleasant sight. As long as you have stamina, you can escape Reaper pretty easily, generally. Anyway, I got way more for this extraction than I was initially planning. We've greatly exceeded the aim I've set for myself. Yeah, indestructible would be very pleasant, but what can you do? I really don't like hearing the harp. And yet, it seems like whenever I move it, it makes a sound. We're not in a pit room yet, so I don't have to worry. One of the best things you can do when navigating is keeping track of whether or not you're in a pit room. If you're not in a pit room, no matter where you go in the room, you can't fall to your death. And if you are in a pit room, be sure to track where those pits are. Track where those pits are and you will be fine. Oh no, the camera. So we got the 15,000 plus a massive 64,000. Really? So I had 85,000? Not bad. I guess the best way to put it is respect the pits. Don't underestimate pits. You just have to forget about a pit once when you can't look at the ground and you're dead. I'm telling you, that's really the secret to not dying in REPO. Treat everything with an appropriate amount of caution. Like, I know this is a pit room. The second I recognized it was a pit room, I immediately repositioned the cart. Nothing in there. I recently learned that items can appear up there. This is probably going to be my last extraction. Still, I guess I can reposition one or two items here. And I can probably just leave the vase here. How do I jump on you? I guess I just don't. Okay, there's nothing. Maybe if I back in? We got a globe. A little watch. This I like more as an extraction. Only 2 range, which... not ideal, but we'll manage. I have no doubt I can lift this cart effortlessly right now, but only as a couple items. That's not any trouble. Ambience. That must be bow tie. It's moving too fast to be trudge. I guess I wouldn't mind killing it. I hear a secondary threat. I always appreciate just killing the gnomes as if they don't exist. Just a little swing and the gnome's gone. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to not damage this thing. I don't like it. Here we go. And then we can just throw it over. While I'm at it, I guess I can grab this other annoying item. Well, I can leave it behind for later. There's no need to. Not if there's another extraction I'm currently doing. I just need to get over this part of the bridge, and then I can shatter the item. Guess I needed one more range upgrade. Oh, hi. Yeah, I don't know what you all expect's gonna happen. A TV. Alright, this time I'll get the item across without breaking it, just you watch. Besides, it's worth more than whatever that piece of junk was that I destroyed. There we go. And just like that, we already have 10k. Anything in this room? It's been a while since I killed whatever I killed early on. So I have no doubt I'm going to have some respawns soon. Let's go downstairs before anything. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there rooms out here? No, I guess I'm almost through the map. Probably a pity I destroyed the item. Oh well. One of these should be extraction. Is it this one? No. But I might as well check to see if there's anything in here. Oh dear. Wonder if that's where in the other level I was missing the item. Why don't we crouch rest for a moment? Get back some of our missing stamina. And then this should be the very last extraction to discover. But we're gonna make this our third. Oh dear. That is not what I had meant to have done. That actually inconveniences me greatly. I was going to kill it relatively easily, but it just latched on. I'm gonna alt-tab and read, I guess. No sense in playing the game while this is on me. Is it gone yet? No. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say for this. Okay, it jumped off. What do you mean you're not taking damage? Much better. Yeah, not much you can do when I don't just easily let you latch on. Hmm. Not a whole lot left to grab. I guess I'll put this thing in. This very fragile thing. Now we just have to sneak it through. Hmm. I'll read some people talking about their runs. This game is difficult in single player. I've never heard that ambient before. That is a miserable sounding ambient. And it's funny, this game is so difficult, you'll hear people talk about their personal best, and it'll be like, my personal best, level 3. They aren't memeing. For a while, I couldn't get past level 3 either. And I mean, look at me now. Now I am currently soloing level 7. There's a lot that goes into why I'm better now. Early on, I just didn't know how to kill any of the monsters. Didn't know the tech to kill a tick. And now, I can, with weapons, kill anything, obviously. Without weapons, I still can perform pretty well. If I lack weapons, I have a decent range. If it's... I know of ways to combat, I guess, enemies without weapons. Yeah, I think it might have been this run that I killed Huntsman with an egg at the very start. Oh right, that's our last. I went the wrong way. Trudge should be alive. But yeah, I know items that are pretty good at killing monsters. And as such, I've killed quite a few tier 3s in level 1 before. I think the only one I haven't figured out a good way to kill is, like, Trudge. And that's just because Trudge is Trudge. I've noticed... I've read Loom can appear in the first 2 levels, and I've noticed that seems to be true. You have to be careful with this one. This one you can't get across by hugging the wall. A good chunk of the pit rooms, if you just hug the wall, you're safe. This is not one of them. Just barely over. But yeah, I'm assuming with enough strength you can pick up the cart no matter what's in it. My assumption for how the game runs the little check or whatever is it checks what your strength is and then puts the weight of every single item in the cart. So in order to lift the cart, you just have to be able to lift the combined every other item. Which means if I can't lift the cart, it just has a combined weight of more than 9. Yeah, Yeah, I figured I was caught on something. Okay, the door is shut. I do like to check my shut doors. It's almost like some kind of weird Five Nights at Freddy's game in that sense. Who is it? It's Reaper. I really need to set this down then. Reaper, I deeply appreciate that you didn't jump me when you had the chance. Oh dear. This is the opposite of good. No, you don't. No, you don't. Did you really just knock my sword out of my hands? They are trying their best to doom me. They really and truly are trying to doom my run. And then for the other orb, they damaged the painting, looks like by a couple thousand, which isn't really a shocker. I mean, Reaper swings her blades haphazardly, and Animal tramples around the room. I'm just glad I could set it down before the fighting broke out. I think I could have handled Reaper without damaging the painting, but Animal coming in naturally ensured that some harm was going to occur. Shoot, minus 1500. Oh wait, you know what? Might as well turn this lemonade tree into a dead tree. And you see, I did that by damaging the bag. Now the bag can fit in the extraction without going over. It almost looks like a damaged door. Now let's get the card up. Oh right, I have strength. No, here. And then... And then... Another 44,000 into extraction. 28,000 right here. Okay, it does look like I was on the right path. Something opened the door since I had been here. At least I know Huntsman isn't a level since it's Reaper Trudge. I think Huntsman is another one I can pick up. I heard it, but I don't see it, so I guess I just go on. Now I hear it very clearly. Where is it? Is it in the ceiling? It almost sounded like it was in the ceiling. I'm always happy to find one last item. I do know it's possible sometimes to glitch out of bounds. I had one round where Trudge hit me through a wall and in the process pulled me through the wall out of the map. Yeah, I mean, this seems good enough. Oh, hi. I probably could have killed more monsters and harvested a little more money. I think this is fine. And we've made our grand escape. I think that was only 30 minutes, level 7. I'm sure I missed a little bit of money. 145 doesn't seem like the whole level there. No, we have strength number 10. We have 2 range upgrades, ensuring I'll be able to grab things from nice and far away. What else do we require? Only 1 crystal. I must be basically charged on crystals. This is cheap, so I'll throw it in. I would like 1 more jump. I would like 1 more health. I would like another heal. Let's get another junk upgrade. Take up space. That we can get more actually useful stuff. And here we go. We're going into level 8 now. Let's do level 8, and then I'm gonna have to force myself to stop. And I'll continue later. As much as I'm liking this run, I'm kind of at the point where this zero gravity drone doesn't have much merit to me. Let's see, I do want the extra jump, because now I can triple. That should increase the rooms I can go in. I have 4 range upgrades, which should mean that I can grab things from pretty far away. 10 strength, so even the heaviest items are liftable. 3 junk upgrades, so that I get more of the upgrades I'm looking for. I'll go ahead and pop 1 of that, throw the 50 in my inventory. I guess barely recharge my gun. This is a funny meme. Basically, it just helps you find the next extraction. But like, if you're just playing the level, you'll find the extraction. Museum. Right, I was kind of hoping for more crowd trust, but At least I got another junk upgrade out of the pool. Got a dead end over here. Let's inspect the dead end before we go up those stairs. There's very often something there. Really? I can't reach it? Wait. Let's just put it on extraction, I think. So just like before, I'd like to get about 60,000 in the first extraction, because as you saw, it made the whole level way easier if we get most of the expense out of the way early on. Because I think 60,000 ended up being more than a third. Of course, 60,000 will eventually be less impressive as we go on. I remember one pretty late game that I was playing in multiplayer. Yeah, I know I can pick you up. Don't try to pretend I can't. Where each extraction was 20,000. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna roll you. We'll see how you like that. You almost look like Birthday Boy, but on a bike. And spectral. Birthday Boy more looks like a zombie, you know? Thought I... okay. I did see something there. Okay, at least we have the side room handled. I might want one more range though, so I can grab items across the pit. I'll probably grab it in a batch to make it 2 more range. Oh great, 2 of these. Well, either way, they are items that I see as I can put it on the edge and just push them in later. I do appreciate the short section of the game where no monsters are heading my way. Most normally at the very start of the round. I'm not particularly expecting anything. Yeah. Drop it a little further. The biggest time loss in Museum is having to go up all the little stairs. And rarely down, but usually up. We haven't had Huntsman in a pretty long time, so I'm going to operate under the concern that Huntsman is existing. Another stairwell. Guess we'll go up and investigate. No other choice, right? Another empty. We must have a couple 40,000 items. The level feels just a little too barren to me right now. It's not definitive yet, but there we go. A 10k item appearing does help reduce my concerns of having something like triple traffic light. I did play around where I triple Dragon Skull. Couldn't tell you how far in the round it was, but couldn't have been too early, or there wouldn't have been enough budget in the whole level for 3 of those skulls to appear. Had to just glance and make sure I wasn't watching someone with a one-shot tool. I might have been looking at the wrong doorway. I guess I can put the milk down. This should be another 10,000. Hoping for more though. As is, I'm just not satisfied with what I'm finding. Guess if I had enough jump, I could... this room. I normally don't have to go up here myself. Can I get up there myself? I'm afraid I can. With all my extra jumps, I mean. I'm afraid I probably can. Aw, 2 items up here. Took a moment for the game to realize... oh. One step at a time. These 2 can go in the cart together. Unfortunate, it fell. I was hoping it wouldn't. I didn't have a very good eyesight on the cart. The ambience is killing me. I'll bring these back. It's going to take a few trips. I don't know what that was. Yeah. Oh shoot. This is... what is happening to me? What is happening? What did I just walk into? I think I lost one of my orbs, but like... I got disorientated by everything I was witnessing. I got a little bit of, I think I got a little overloaded there. Right, that's the tricky thing. I'll just put the milk. Oh, never mind, that works. Sure, get damaged so that I can fit another item in. Works for me. It's still over. It's still freaking over. Okay, you know what? If it gets shattered, I'm happy. Which is why I'm trying to gently set it down. I don't even know how many I killed. Two floating heads, though. Okay. No, they could have picked a worse time. I lost an orb, but all things considered, that could have been far worse. Again, the big thing for me was just I was disorientated by how many monsters were rushing me. I still hear a Heart Hugger around. I don't know if Heart Hugger is 13. Which of the tier 2s are 13 weight? Are any of the tier 2s 13 weight, or is it only tier 3s that are 13? Oh, it looks like it's only tier 3s. Okay. That makes things simple, I suppose. It'll be tricky getting everything in. What am I... Oh, it's you. Yeah, some tier 3s are 9, but no tier 2s are 13. Okay, you know what? This whole thing, it would be simpler if you're in the cart. I think I saw Gambit. 2 floating heads. Gambit. Birthday Boy. Heart Hugger. So then we just have one tier 1 unaccounted for. But I think we're going to hit our goal of 60,000 in first extraction if I can just figure out how to fit all these into the extraction. Yeah, we just gotta find our tier 1 and we're good. Can we get this into the cart? I mean, sort of. It's sort of in the cart. Apparently that's 36,000. Holy shoot. I can get that in. I cannot get that in. The way I'm seeing it... Oh, Bella, please. The last thing I need is you here. I didn't see where Bella went. Okay, in my experience, this should work out. Push it in. And now, last but not least, the disc. 100,000 in first extraction. mean, just a reminder, my goal was 60,000. Don't care. Nope, don't care. You can keep warning me all you want. Yeah, you can keep warning me all you want. But you are not leaving alive, Bella. 100k first extraction is definitely over the absolute minimum. I guess we just had a very overloaded start. It looks like our last extraction is to my right here. I don't quite understand the mechanism that causes it, but it looks like all the monsters enjoy spawning in one spot. It must be something like the game doesn't think about causing the monsters to each spawn in different areas. It doesn't consider that idea in its programming. And so it just doesn't. But yeah, we'll make this our last. We'll drop the money bag off. Great, this room. I'd need so many extra jumps to be able to skip the room. Wait, maybe? No. I have to do it the long way. I think I hear another extraction. I might get mad if something is blocking my way in the vent. Yeah, being able to secure a 100k extraction early on, very pleasant. I don't think it's my first 100k though. I'm pretty sure I've done a few 100k extractions before. Sounds like it's over here. Let's activate this before anything. Just gotta run on up, press that button. Yeah, I like the range I have, but if I could just increase it slightly, it would do wonders for how far I can grab. A cup. A little banana. I don't really care very much about the banana. Where's the cart? Right here. Just drop it in. Oh well. It looks like the banana didn't make it. This, unfortunately, I do care a bit more about. That's fine. I went the wrong way. That's less fine. Oh, that's even less fine. Well, at least it's hardly taking any of the budget. but that's rather unfortunate. I don't like losing that much money, even though it's comparatively hardly worth anything compared to most of what we're getting. Sure, I'll just bring another 4,000 over. But yeah, being able to skip the worst of this journey just by reaching up and throwing it over. So nice. Anyway, we already have 13,000 going. Let's see if we can secure another big item. The small items are kinda eh. Ooh. This is a small item. You just gotta intentionally damage it so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. Now let's grab this. Should be another extraction further out that way. Let's go in here first. Maybe we can get some lasers to light up the room. I don't know how much it's actually lighting it up. I feel like it's lighting it up more than it isn't, though. I gotta check. What is its strength threshold? It's 13. So that means I can grab it, but I have to hit it first. Where did I lose my sword? I almost feel bad. Well, I did until this other one showed up and made me lose my orb. Ah, shoot. I have to take priorities. If I set this down very gently, it shouldn't shatter. Nope, nope, not dealing with you. I don't care that I hit my own cart. Kind of forced it out of me, didn't you? Oh, sure. Why the heck not? Yeah. Oh, wait? No. Yeah, now my weapons are running pretty low, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. Shoot, how do I want to approach this? First and foremost, I definitely gotta extract. Can I lift? I can. That simplifies matters. Ah, what the heck? Oh, that poor cup. Well, I killed Hearthugger and 2 of the heads. So the most nasty of the batch are all dead. So I think I'm safe to try to finish up this level. Right. One of the more fragile items in the game. Bella? Wait, that was probably the sound of Bella despawning. As long as I don't hear the sound of Bella going anywhere. Yeah, I'll just set it down. The game is trying to force my hand anyway. Nice thing is if Bella makes herself despawn, she's still gone. 1. I am so sorry, Gambit. I really am a big fan. It is nothing personal. You are really resilient. That is not an insult at all, Gambit. Have fun in there, Bella. Oh, that works. There's no way I'm retrieving that orb, though. That's definitely not an extraction. Here it is. No wonder I didn't hear the extraction sound. It's that extraction. You're not going to hear anything from that extraction. Let's get this in, this in, and this down. And I figure fill up the cart once, then we finish the extraction, go over to the start, finish that one, and we're gone. Ah, this room. I must have been distracted of Gambit. I didn't process that I was in here. Didn't mean to fall in, but as long as I'm not falling into the pit, we're good. I thought I did that fall correctly. Certainly didn't take any damage. Maybe I did the fall half right. That sounds about right for me. Do it just right enough not to... You're not even worth it. Gotta be conscious of the pit. We can just drop the cart off down there. And for the last part, we gotta get this caterpillar down. We should have a solid 20,000, not counting the bag. It's funny how big the extraction is when you consider that only a small portion is actually used by us. Oh, that didn't put us over. Yeah, we had about 24,000 before the bag. Oh, something went wrong with the cart there. Don't know if that's lag. It shouldn't be lag. I'm in single player. It's kind of hard to imagine having any lag in single player. Terrific. I only killed you and your friend twice ahead. And yet I don't have enough strength to just pick you up. And it's very unlikely I'll have enough strength and time for level 10. Terrific, everyone's back. Oh, nice. I didn't think I was gonna kill him with that. Wonder how Shadow, Heart, and other monsters that who move frequently in their little warp fashion work. I'm pretty sure the last extraction's this way. Oh wait, I can totally kill Heart Hugger, can't I? Got away. A little more range, maybe another jump, and I could skip that one room. I wouldn't mind harvesting some more crystals. Just a matter of if I can. Shoot, 2 more heads. One is injured, the other isn't. Alright. I am now almost exhausted of resources. If I lift the bag up, can I... You know what, let's take the bag out and then put it in. Surprised Bella doesn't ring her bell against the terrain, going, "Hey terrain, you're in my way." I dare you, ring your bell once against me, and I will kill you. You know what? I don't care. Oh shoot. Oh, I heal. How nice. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way. Oh, it's over there. I found it. I'm almost out of weapon charge, so I'm gonna leave Heart Hugger to live. Side save 300 health. Hopefully I got close enough to the truck that I'm not gonna have two heads in here. Oh, just Heart Hugger. Because of course you're gonna be in here. Get me out of here. That was definitely my last level for this. I'm going to start the next level, not to play it, but because if you start the level, it will save what you have consumed upgrade-wise. One more jump. Another strength. I'd like to get my range in a batch of 2. I'll grab a recharge drone, a pocket cart. I know I consumed some heals. Let's grab some heals. Still no indestructible, which I find a bit amusing at this point. Oh right, I wanted the 2 more crouch rests. I don't think I'm gonna use Tumblewing, so let's buy it so it's out of the pool. Did I grab a second weapon? I feel like I grabbed another weapon, but I can't recall. No. I guess I'm not grabbing another weapon this shop. We'll grab the stun grenade so that it's out of the pool. And then grab a large health so that we have another heal. Alright, let's see what we're working with. Let's see what I'm cooking in here. We have a very full truck now. We'll get to 11 strength, which doesn't change anything significant. It's interesting. Yeah, that's gonna use up a good amount of crystals, which, oh well. Yeah, we'll put it 100. Better have 100 in reserve than anything else. Whole load of jumps. Let's see the stamina regen in action. First we need to eat up all of our stamina. So right now this is crouch rest. And then after we eat these 2, this is crouch rest. The rest are junk. Now, there's something I want to do. It's just a matter of... I don't think I need 0 gravity. I think recharge drone, though, I'm gonna run. Probably some health. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. I've really been liking this run. This, I think, is probably one of my favorite runs I've done so far, just for demonstrating how much I've learned with this game. But with that, I'll continue next time. I do want to start the level, because essentially if I leave now, the upgrades I consumed will be reverted. So I'm going to start the level, then exit it. But with that, I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.